All right, hello and welcome to our Fit Essentials Basics class. My name is Shauna. I'm going to be guiding you through this session. If you are using any of the BFR bands, we already added air. So if you're on the recording, you can press pause and do so. We're going to go ahead and start from standing today with a little bit of our standing cat-cow mobility to get some breathing going. And then from there, we're either going to be doing an elevated version of our knee to elbow, or if you know the bird dog down on all fours, you're welcome to do that variation from all fours. First, that standing cat-cow, you want to have the feet about hip width apart, draw your stomach in, send your hips back as you bring your hands onto your knees. And then from here, we're going to focus on that breathing. As you breathe out, you're going to draw the belly in towards your spine, draw those shoulders forward, chin to the chest. And then when you go to breathe in, a soft, gentle arch, lifting the head and neck, drawing the shoulders back. And that's the motion. Breathing out, draw the chin in, breathing in. Soft little extension. Ideally, you want to have nice straight arms for this motion. Maybe twice more. Good. Final time. Rounding the spine, gently arching the spine. And then when you're ready, push those legs and come on up to standing. Walking the feet out. We're going to go into some hip circles next. Loosen up through the hips. Good. And then go ahead and circle the other direction. Keep it going. I'm going to adjust my frame just a bit so you can see my feet as well. Okay. All right, fantastic. And then let's go ahead and loosen up those wrists a little bit too. Make a fist and circle the wrist around. And keep a little motion side to side with the hips as you do so. Nice. And then turn them the other way. All right, fantastic. Next, we're going to get ready for that bird dog, or we're going to be doing it as an elevated knee to elbow. I'm going to be using my chair here. I can also use like the back of a couch or like my little bookshelf if I didn't want to come down as low. And actually, I'm going to show you from the bookshelf on round one. So it's going to more mimic like the back of the couch. The lower you are towards the ground, the harder this is going to be. So with a nice wide handprint, placing one hand underneath each shoulder, walk the feet back just a bit. And then when you're ready on the inhale, you're going to breathe in, draw your knee towards the same side elbow. And then as you breathe out, you're going to extend, glide the leg back, squeeze the glutes, breathing in, pull the knee up and in, breathing out, extend through that hip. And then what we're noting here, I talk about it a lot, but sometimes when you extend that leg back, it's easy to lose that mid-body posture. So stay engaged, that midline. And those of you doing the standing version here, it does challenge that support leg quite a bit. So I'm starting to feel some fatigue in that opposite leg. 15 seconds left. Keep drawing in, extend back. One or two more. Good. When you finish this last rep, we're going to come back up to standing. So give a break off your hands, coming on up to standing. And now we're going to work our march and punch. So hands to the side, eyes up. And this is some balance work as well. So make sure you really draw up to that midline, breathing out as you punch across, pushing down through that foot and toe. As you draw the elbows back, really think about broad chest, trying to squeeze the shoulders behind you. And then your choice on how high you go with these knees here. Yep. You can go faster or stay nice and slow and steady. Good. 10 seconds. Very good. Nice, Shirley. Punch nice and high up by those shoulders. There you go. Good. Right across the body. And 3, 2, 1, and shake it out. Excellent. Coming back to the hands and knees or back to this elevated position. Now I'm going to show you on the opposite side, and I'll use the chair. Same idea. But I was doing the right leg on the first round. Now I'm going to move into that left leg. So whichever leg you were using, now it's the opposite side. Draw the stomach in. 2, 1. Here we go. Breathe in, draw the knee up. Breathe out, extend back. Good. Once you know the motion, I'd like to have you center your head so you look right between the hands. And then watch that the hip doesn't rotate out and away. So I'd like my foot to be pointing down towards the floor as I extend that hip back. Nice, Diane, breathing in. Extend back, squeeze that tush. That's 30 seconds. We're going to go about another 15. Smooth. And 3, 2, 1. And when you finish that one, coming on back to standing. All right, I'm going to do just a little bit of some mobility next. This will be the end of set 1. And we're going to go one more time through. So we're just going to do our little tree branch arms here. Flowing with the motion, turning the head and neck, looking over that opposite shoulder. Breathing in, breathing out. All right, we've got 20 seconds until we start set 2. You want to grab a short drink, and we'll be back for the second round. All right. So whether you're on the floor, on the chair, on the couch even, starfish those hands, spread as wide as you can from the little finger to the thumb. Place one hand underneath each shoulder, walk those feet back, and 2, 1, here we go. I'm starting on my right leg, breathing in as I draw it up, breathing out, toe points down towards the floor. And then the whole goal here is to try to activate the glute, that's your bum. So as I breathe in, and then breathe out, trying to squeeze that tush. Focus your head straight down. And as always, make sure whatever you're supporting yourself against isn't going to slide away. Safety first, friends. Good, that's 30 seconds. We're going to work for about another 15. If you need to take a break early, please do. Good, strong push through those upper body. Pushing up through those arms, breathing in, breathing out, and 2, 1, and rest. Great job. We're coming back up to standing. We'll return to that march and punch. Arms up to the side. If anyone had really light weights here, you could hold a light weight as you punch. And 2, 1, when you're ready. I would say 5 pounds or less. I don't have anything with me today, but nice and light. You could add a little extra weight here. Eyes up, looking straight ahead. As you lift that knee, try not to let the foot be droopy. So we're working to prevent falls here, right? So as we practice lifting the knee, we want to get that foot and ankle engaged as well. Good. Being careful that we don't just shift to those hips. So drawing up to the midline, imagine you've got those friends from the heavens pulling us up nice and tall, helping that balance. Beautiful. Final 10 seconds. 2, 1, and shake it out. Great job. We got to finish up that hip extension. So coming down, getting ready for that second side for our second and final time. Set the feet, draw the belly in so you're not overarching the spine as you come into position. One hand underneath each shoulder. And 2, 1. Now I'm onto my left leg. Breathing in, drawing that knee up. Breathing out, pushing through the arms, gliding back. Toe points down towards the floor. Good. So we're working a lot of different areas of the body here. The glute area we talked about, the midline, and also some upper body strength as you push through those arms, supporting that weight. Beautiful. Staying level through your hips. Good. Couple more. And final time. Draw that knee up. Extend it all the way back. And make your way up to standing. All righty. Second round for our mobility this time. We're going to do a little toe touch. So you're going to walk the feet in, draw the stomach in, and then we're going to allow the back to intentionally round a little bit just for the mobility piece. So I'm going to draw my chin down to the chest, draw that belly in towards the spine, and then nice and slow, slide the hands down the legs, ensuring that you keep that nice soft bend in the knees. If you can hold out in that bottom position for a couple of breaths, breathe deep. Try to expand the backside of your rib cage. One more time. On that next inhale, rise back up. All right, beautiful. From here, let's warm up some squats. 3 exercises in our next circuit. Some squatting with the option of like some bicep curls at the top, an elevated plank or push-up. I'm going to hold on to my chair here as I sink on back, warming up that squatting position. And then we're going to practice some little balancing at the end with our sway steps. Making sure your feet stay planted. You can use that upper body, pull yourself upright, and then we'll practice it one more time. You can either continue to hold on, or you can reach those arms out. Keep that chest tall, full foot planted, and then drive to the ground as you make your way back up. All right, let's go ahead and grab a drink. Now, if you feel like you can do some squatting with a little bit of weight, and we're going to start with some weight. If you can't hold weight just yet or don't feel quite ready for that, just mimic the motion, including the bicep curl without the weight. Otherwise, you can either hold 1 or 2 weights. Let me show you a couple of reps here, and then we'll get started. So I've got my feet about hip width apart. I'm holding 1 weight this time on each side. I could also be holding 2. Later on, I will. I'm going to do what we call a sumo squat. We're going to keep my eyes up, chest tall, lowering the weight right between my legs. And then as I stand tall, I'm going to curl my hands up to my shoulders. So I fully extend, really emphasize that upright chest position. I push my hips back, standing tall and curling in. This can be done to a chair. Obviously, you're not going to go down as far, sitting back, standing tall, and then curl from here. We're going to work for 45 seconds with a 15-second transition. And I'll show you the next exercise when we get there. All right, I'm going to start here in 10 seconds. So with or without weights, set the feet, and 2, 1, here we go. Push your knees out, find a spot straight ahead to focus on. As you stand tall, curl your hands or curl the weight into the chest. Excellent. And I'm going to be demoing fairly slow here, but if you know your body, if you want to move a little bit faster, then by all means, squat it down, standing tall, and curl in. Nice. So we're doing a little combo work here today, practicing that lower body strength, eyes up, opening through those hips and knees, and then strengthening those upper body as well, building some strength in the biceps. Good. So we focus to sit back into the heels, and also without raising up on the toes or lifting the toes off the ground. So push that big toe down. Wonderful. Almost there. Last time. Down, stand, and curl. Awesome. All right. From here, we're going to be working the upper body. So you have some choices. You can either practice that push-up, or you can hold a plank of the upper body. Once again, make sure you have a nice sturdy surface. You can put your chair against a wall. You can use the back of the couch. One hand underneath each shoulder. Walk those feet back. And then when you're ready, without the hips dropping down, if you're going to do that push-up, you're going to lower your chest towards your surface and then drive straight away. Make sure you don't wing those elbows wide. So draw the shoulders down your rib cage. Draw those elbows in towards the sides. And the whole time, I'm squeezing my thighs, holding my belly tight, and squeezing that tush. Very good. Everything strong, lowering down, driving away. If you get to where you're not sure if you can get another one in, just hold this plank in the top. Excellent. We've got about 10 seconds left, so you can focus on the plank or maybe get a couple more push-ups in. Ideally, I don't want to see you fail out on these, so kind of use your judgment and take a rest. Nice. Coming up to standing, we're going to work our sway steps next. So clear your space. Set those feet about hip width apart. We're going to, just like it sounds, we're going to sway. So hands stretched out nice and wide. You're going to shift your weight onto one leg. You can just hold there. If you want to come up onto single leg support, you can. And then in between sides, we're going to rest those arms down, sink into the legs, lift up, fly to the other side. Good. The idea is to try to practice holding so I can practice a full single leg support. Or keep that leg down. Good. Breathe in, breathe out as you raise up. Woohoo! There's my balance. A little off. Breathe in, breathe out. Squeeze the shoulders back. Spread wide through the chest. Good. Down and lift. We want want to get big. We want to expand. A couple more. Down and up. There we go. Down and up. When we're not getting big, we're losing our posture. We're sinking on down and rest. Awesome job. We're going to take 30 seconds and we'll be back for round 2 with that squat with the bicep curl is where we're going to start. Great job, friends. All righty. I'm going to show it with 2 weights this time. 10 seconds till we're going to get moving. Walking those feet back out. I'm going to hold those weights right between my legs, ensuring I'm squeezing my shoulders back and down. And then when you're ready, a little sumo squat here. Knees push wide. Chest stays tall, standing up. Curl the weights, or you can simply make a fist and curl your hands in. Really key. Chest tall. Wonderful. Yep. I'm going to breathe in as I lower down. Breathe out as I stand and curl. Awesome. There you go. Nice, Shirley. Good, Diane. Moving smooth, Amy. Beautiful. 15 seconds. Full range of motion. As deep as you can. I feel this one a little bit more on those inner thighs. Final rep. Down, up, curl. And take a pause. Nice work. We're heading back to that push-up or that elevated plank. Now, maybe on the last round, if you were like, man, that got really tough, if you have a higher surface that you can utilize, that's going to make it a little bit easier. Otherwise, I'm going to stick with the chair. Spread those fingers nice and wide. Coming on down. 2, 1, begin. Excellent. And as I talk about the elbows, I'm going to show you from a little bit different position. A lot of times when people do push-ups, they wing those elbows really wide, which shoots the shoulder forward. So you want to think about drawing them back and in. That's a great position, Diane. I can't see anyone else, but I just trust that you're in good spot. Elbows back and then pushing out. That's 30 seconds. Got about another 15 to go. Remember, when that push-up gets tired, hold the top position of that plank. Nice straight arms. Stomach drawn in, eyes looking forward. Very good. 5 seconds left. And 2, 1, coming up for that balance practice. This could also be replaced with something faster if you want to do jump jacks or running high knees. Otherwise, we're going to guide it through with some balance work. Sway steps, feet about hip width apart. Draw the stomach in. Squeeze those shoulders back, and then we're going to sway, shifting our center of gravity over to one side, either keeping that foot down or coming to the balance in between sides. Rest it down, lift on up, shifting your center of gravity over to the other side. Beautiful. Breathe in, breathe out. If you can come onto single leg, that's excellent. And then that exercise we did with the bird dog or that hip extension, those are the same muscles. That extended leg, you want to try to squeeze that glute. Lift on up. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Smile. Good. Start to reinforce that positive experience with exercise. Last time. And shake it out. Beautiful. Quick rest break. And we'll be back for our 3rd and final set. After the push-ups, we're going to let out the air. Those of you that are wearing the bands, so just stand by. It's going to come out after the push-ups. All righty, 10 seconds. 1 or 2 weights, or just simply making a fist. Walk those feet out. I'm going to hold the weight right between the legs, drawing that midline in. And then when you're ready, I'm squatting down, eyes up, chest tall, and coming into that bicep curl at the top. Nice. Knees push out, stand and curl. And then again, just depending upon your comfort, you can move faster. You can keep it steady. You are moving faster. Try to stay a little bit more consistent. Diana, a little bit less hinge. Keep your chest up when you send the hips back. So squatting more than a deadlift. Yep. So eyes up, looking forward the whole time. There you go. And then all the way up and curl. Nice. 1 or 2 more. down, up, curling in. Last one. And up. Fantastic. Shake that out. Transitioning to your push-up station or that elevated plank. Alrighty. Splay the fingers nice and wide. Draw the stomach in as you walk the feet back. And when you're ready, here we go. Either staying up nice and tall in that plank or slowly lowering your chest towards that surface that's holding the hands. So we're trying to avoid, we talked about the elbow and shoulder position, and now also focus on those hips. Sometimes as we lower down, the hips drop forward, and then a lot of times if they don't drop forward on the down, sometimes we lose that hip positioning as you push up. I love the description of a moving plank as a push-up. If you are down on the floor and find yourself peeling off the ground, I'd recommend coming to an elevated surface next time. All right, almost done. 2, 1, and coming on up. As mentioned, if you are using the bands, go ahead and press those little nozzles, release that air. Yep, there you go. And then we're going to finish with our balance work of those sway steps. Stretch break is coming. Set the feet, squeeze those shoulders back, and 2, 1, here we go. Shift the weight. Come up onto that one leg. Breathing in, coming down, breathing out, lifting tall. Good. It's all practice. We practice kind of learning how to shift our center of gravity. And the idea is if we get into that position where we trip over on something, we got to readjust, that our brain will be like, oh, we've practiced this. We know how to shift our center of gravity. We know how to lift up and hold strong, help prevent the falls, or at least help prevent the degree of the fall. So sometimes it's just a matter of gravity pulling us down, but we want to be nimble as much as we can. Final 10 seconds. Breathe in, breathe out, and finishing on that second side. Excellent. All righty. Mini round of applause. Let's grab a drink. I'm going to take these bands off. We're going to do a little bit of stretching. If your energy is a little bit low today, if you are a little bit short on time, then finish this next stretch with us. And you're welcome to carry on with your day. Otherwise, we're going to be doing one more circuit coming up next. Oh, all righty. I'm going to go ahead and do the next couple of stretches from the chair. It's going to join me in the seated position. All right, as you come to seated, make sure you're not slouching in your chair. So be right up on those sit bones. Sitting up nice and tall. And then we're going to do a seated cat-cow next. So similar to what we did from standing, hands on the knees. As I exhale, I'm going to draw the belly in, roll those shoulders forward, bow the head down. And then as you inhale, I'm going to slide the hands up the thighs like I'm going to put my hands in my pockets. Really open that chest position. About 3 more times here. Breathing out, belly draws in, head rocks forward, shoulders draw forward. And then how tall can you sit? How broad can you, what would you do? How broad can you spread your chest? A couple more, bow down. Sit tall. Beautiful, last time. Breathing out on the forward pull, breathing in as you come up tall. Excellent. From here, we're going to do a little bit of a hip stretch, moving into the glutes. So you're going to pick one leg up off the ground, interlace the hands, and this is a good opener for the shoulders. I'm going to really squeeze those shoulders back as I cross the foot over that opposite knee. And now I'm going to reposition the hands on the outer aspect of the knee. And then I'm going to imagine I'm trying to pull that knee towards my opposite hip. Watch the shoulders from shrugging up, long neck, drawing them back and down. See if you can breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Good. From here, we'll transition to figure 4, grabbing the foot, inviting that knee to lower on down. You can lightly place the hand there. And then back to that upper body posture, shoulders back, chin in. I invite you to close your eyes here for about 3 cycles of breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more time. Good. When you're ready, make your way out of that figure 4 position. In between sides, we're going to do our seated forward fold. So that was my left leg. Make sure you know which leg for you. Hands on the thighs. Now I'm going to slide the hands all the way down, reaching for the toes, bowing the head down, looking to get a nice gentle stretch into that low back or that mid back. And as always, use your breath to expand that stretch in that area of the body. So I can try to breathe into the lateral aspects or the sides of that rib cage. On that next inhale, start to make your way back up to seated. And then we'll go into that glute stretch on the other side. So reposition up on those sit bones. Picking that one leg up, interlace the hands, squeeze those shoulders back as you cross the foot over. And we come to the outside of the knee or thigh area. And then now we're trying to pull it across the body, open up through this outer hip. Yeah. As we shrug those shoulders up, so keep drawing them down. You can lightly turn the head and neck as well, looking over the shoulder of the side that you're drawing that leg in. And then when you're ready, transition to that figure 4, grabbing the ankle, inviting that knee to lower on down. You can just lightly place the hand there. Good. You can close the eyes and spend about another 20 seconds here. Good. A couple more breaths. And when you're ready, start to make your way out of that figure 4 position. Feel free to grab another drink of water and then meet me back on your feet. So if you're all done for the day, thanks for being here. Otherwise,